Hello, everyone. It's Melissa Faust from stampwithmelissa.com. Welcome. And if you are catching this very beginning bit of the video, you are probably watching the replay. So just a special shout out and hello to you as the only ones who are going to see this part. Welcome, everybody. I see we have people starting to join. Hello, Joan. It is Tuesday, February 6th, 2024, 5 p.m. Central Time. That's my local time. Welcome to my weekly live video. Hi, Lori. Hi, Deborah. Yes, I love this bundle. I'm so excited that you're excited. Hi, Mom. Welcome. I just noticed my mom's watching on YouTube instead of Facebook. And so I thought I would just mention this live video does stream both to YouTube and Facebook. Replays are also available on both platforms as soon as the live's done. So if you missed part of it or want to rewatch some of it, it is available pretty immediately. Hi, Deb. Hi, Heather. Welcome, everyone. Hi, Dawn. So we are, if you've caught any of my live videos from the past few weeks, I've mentioned that I'm a basketball aunt now, and basketball starts right after my live videos, so I rush out really fast. Well, I'm excited to announce, I love being a basketball aunt, but I'm excited to announce that conferences are tonight. So you get me all night. No, I'm just kidding. I'll keep it to our regular time, but I don't have to rush through anything today, which it kind of is like, feels a little bit weird, but it's also going with the weather. Like in Minnesota here today, it's 50 degrees, which is absolutely insane. It's never this warm, but it's 50 degrees. And I feel like basketball, like the first few weeks going to basketball, we haven't really had any snow, but it was still like really cold. And so now it's like, oh, it's spring, basketball's over. But no, we have it again next week. So hi, Carol. Hi, Alicia. So I don't know. It's just kind of a weird feeling. So tonight, usually on Tuesday nights after my live video, I design my cards for the next week. And I get to actually do that today. Yeah, California I've seen has some crazy stuff. Hey, Judes. Lori said California has tornado warnings. A friend of mine, her husband is, I'm going to get it wrong. I was going to say a line fitter, but I don't think that's it. What is it called? He goes up on like the power lines to fix them. Like he goes up and a lineman. Is that it? A lineman? Anyway, she was posting that he's been working a lot lately because they have so many storms. Yeah, lineman. Okay, thanks, Judy. I was like, what is that word? Yeah, it's kind of interesting. Very interesting. We're supposed to get rain here on Thursday, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm pumped. Actually, this is just a squirrel tangent. We can be a little extra chit chatty in the beginning because I don't have to rush off tonight. But I have season tickets to the Orpheum, which is our local like Broadway house, right? That's where the Broadway touring shows come. And I have season tickets. And this week they are doing Mamma Mia. It opens tonight. And it was a season add-on. So you don't just get it as part of the regular season, but I could get tickets to it. And so I originally had tickets to it for Thursday night. And long story short, we're going to be having a sleepover over here on Thursday. My niece and nephew don't have school on Friday. And so I was like, oh, shoot, what do I do about that? Right. And so I was trying to figure out how to move the tickets, but this is like way too much information, but you guys just get to enjoy this. I like to sit in a very specific area in the balcony, specifically always in the balcony because I'm shorter. And if I sit on the floor, I cannot see. So I like the balcony, but I like a very specific area in the balcony. And so I'm bringing my mom with me. And I was like, listen, I can't move our tickets, which I can do because I'm a subscriber. We get access to like move to different dates. I was like, I can't move them because none of the dates we could go to are available in my section. And last night I was like, okay, I need to be home on Thursday because the kids are sleeping over and it's supposed to thunderstorm and I want to be here where I can watch it and hear it because I love it. So I was like, I'm just going to check one more time, and tickets opened up for tomorrow night in my section. So I moved it. So anyway, I know you guys probably were like, why did I need to know that? Well, you just do. You just get to share a little bit of my brain. Okay. I like things to be particular. Oh, Margaret, she loves Mamma Mia. I know. So when I was in high school, I saw Mamma Mia on stage at the Orpheum, and I went with my high school theater group. And so our theater director, he actually knew one of the guys in the show. And so we got to go on stage and learned a lot about the set and all that after the show had ended. And that was like super awesome. And so now I'm like, oh my gosh, now I'm going to go again. And this time I don't know anybody in it, so I can't go on stage, but still, like, I bet pieces of the set are the same. So at least back then, you know, and I'm sure still now, because it takes place in Greece. But they, like, all the buildings in the set were painted white. And they told us that they had to repaint the set like 3 to 4 times a week because the white would get so scuffed up. So they would like clear the actors out. They'd all have to be off the set by a certain time so that they could paint and have time for it to dry before the next show. How crazy is that? I don't know. I was like, wow, that's a lot of effort. Like, just paint it, you know, eggshell. No, just kidding. But anyway, yeah, Mamma Mia is a great, like, it's just a good time, isn't it? And I watched the second movie a few years ago when it came out, but I just watched it with my mom a couple of weeks ago. And that's when I was like, all right, we're getting tickets, because, you know, you just can't not. Anyway, so, all right. Hello, everyone else who joined. I know that there were several who joined and said hello. And thank you all to everyone who's sharing. While I remember, I always forget to mention this, but while you're thinking of it, go ahead and give me a thumbs up if you're watching on YouTube, or if you're over on Facebook, you can do a heart. How sweet is that? So the music is really, really great. I agree. You can just, even if you don't know the lyrics, you can still like hum along to it, and that's really fun. You can't do that with every song, but this one you can. So, oh, Judy gave me a heart. All right, so what do you say we get started, huh? All right, one thing to talk about before kind of two things. Oh, I didn't kind of two things, but maybe only one, because I didn't fully prepare myself. We'll make it work. Okay. I am doing a stamp camp with the perennial lavender suite. So the painted lavender bundle and the perennial postage bundle, and registration is open through Sunday. So if you're in the US and you haven't registered yet and you are interested, let me see. I can find the link right now and I'll drop it in the comments. But it's going to be super fun. You get to make 16 projects. So a lot of projects. Yeah, there's the purple hearts. 16 projects. You get about a $50 goodie bag of Stampin' Up stuff. Let's see. There we go. And sorry, I'm doing it from my laptop up here, which is why I'm looking up. And Deborah just asked a really great question, which I'm going to answer. You're going to stare at my nose. Just don't look at my nostrils. Just kidding. Hold on. I can't talk and type at the same time. Okay, hold on. There we go. There's the link if you needed the link. So Deborah asked, is it similar to a mystery box? So Deborah, it's basically pretty similar to a mystery box, because you're going to get kind of those same things. However, the Stamp Camp has more projects and you do get the sneak peek. So if you do click that link, you'll be able to see in my graphic, I've got like cards and projects in the background. Those are actually the projects we're going to be making. So there's 8 different ones. You get to make 2 of each. I'll just tell you, there's 7 different cards. So you get to make 14 cards, and then you get to make 2 boxes. Lori Hall, who's watching, she is really great at taking 3D things and turning them into cards. So you could make 16 cards if you wanted to, but you're going to get extra products. So if you really particularly love one of the projects, you can make more. If you just want to make more with what you have left over, you can do that. You'll have leftovers for sure. And it does come with a PDF tutorial. So you will get all of the measurements, all of the supplies, all of the instructions, all of that within that PDF. So you can follow those. So, oh, you're welcome, Lori. I knew you were watching, and you really do. I'm always like, oh, look at what you turned that into. And it always looks great. Hi, Allie, welcome. So it is, yeah, yes, Kathleen, I'm pretty sure you did. I'm like 99% sure you did. So, I can check on it if you need me to, but I'm pretty sure you did. But yeah, it's going to be really awesome. There is no set like class time. So registration closes on Sunday, which is February 11th. I am hoping to have them all shipped, and they should be all shipped by February 27th, I think is the date. That link will have the exact date if I'm but it's around there. And so let's say, I don't know, if you're in Minnesota, you're probably going to get it the next day. If you're farther, we'll say up to a week, and then you'll be able to put it together whenever you want on your own time. There's no, oh, the idea of your grandkids ripping it up hurts you. Yeah, I get it. Also, sometimes, I'm going to be fully honest, sometimes the 3D items, they're hard to store if you don't have like an immediate use for them. They're like, I personally, I have a very small craft room, so I don't want to store them. So it's like, if I make them, they got to go. They got to be given, so I like that you make them into cards. So hi, Laura. Hi, Anne. So anyway, if you have questions on that, please reach out and let me know. But shipping is included. All that good stuff is included. And yeah, it's going to be really awesome. So make sure you get registered for that before time runs out. And I will just add as well, because I did get this question earlier today, the painted lavender dies. So the dies that actually go with the lavender images, not the postage ones, which I thought I had right here, but maybe I don't. Those are actually currently unavailable. They are expected back the week of February 19th. So crossing fingers, knock on wood, should be all good for the stamp camp. So if you added those onto your kit, you should be all good. I'll just hold your kit till I have them, but I am anticipating, like, I'll buy them as soon as they're in stock, and knock on wood, hopefully I'm not jinxing myself, but usually, like last time they went out, they came back a week earlier than they were supposed to. So, yeah. And I think that's all I have to say about that. So let me go ahead. Yes, I still have the add-on open. So if you want to add them on still, I have that open. If something happens where like they, get delayed longer, I'll work it out with you. We'll either do like the refund on it. The DSP, actually, Kathleen, is funny. The DSP did go out, but it's back next week. So we're good. And in case you're wondering, we do use the DSP in the class. So surprise, surprise. Anyway, but it did run out, and it's back next week. So Stampin' Up's really good about that because, for us, we just see like, oh, it's out, or sometimes we see low inventory, but I don't know what the threshold is that makes it like hit the low inventory list. But Stampin' Up can see that way in advance. So they place their order way in advance. As soon as they hit a certain level, it might even be before we know it's low inventory, they're ordering more. So we're all good. So I think that's it. Let me go ahead and flip my camera so you can see my catalog here, my desktop. And so today we are going to play with the Everyday Details bundle. This one is so much fun, you guys. So we've got a cling stamp set. You can see we're just not using the eggs today. But you could actually sub them into one of the cards we're making, or actually two of the cards we're making. And then it's got this really awesome die set. Now, if you follow me on Facebook, you may have seen on Sunday, I posted a tip with these dies. I like to call these pokey bits. Okay. Now for today, I have, oh, no worries, Kathleen, you're good. I have already die cut these images out, but you can see these are like basic shapes. They don't actually die cut out the stamped images. Okay, so you can fussy cut those if you like fussy cutting, or if you tolerate fussy cutting. But otherwise, you can die cut out the shape with these really cool dies here. They come in lots of different sizes. So you can see here's this circle. The next circle is really cool because it's actually got those dots on either side of the cut line. So you could use it more as a window, or you could use the inner circle, which is really neat. Same thing here. The rectangles has that same kind of feature. But what I recommended with these is what you want to do is you want to go, just, I don't know, dollar store. These are from Target, whatever. I just got these, like the cheapest dryer sheets they had there. And what I do, yeah, Deborah, great question. I'm about to answer it. You read my mind. What I do, these are the unscented dryer sheets because I don't want my dies to smell like flowers. So anyway, these are unscented, but what I do is I open it up all the way and you do a regular die cutting sandwich. So let's just pretend here. We've got our plate number 1, right? This is the super thick one. So you do that. There's not enough room on my screen here. Hold on, let me scooch some things. Okay, so you do the number 1 plate, the number 2 plate, the number 3 plate, and then regularly you would do cardstock, die, other plate, right? So what you're going to do is you're going to, before you put this clear plate on or your cardstock, you're going to do dryer sheet, and I open mine up all the way. You don't have to, but I don't know. That's how I've done it. So you open it up all the way. Okay. Then you're going to go cardstock, die, plate. So my plate, I know, what's wrong with it? No. So this is, it's good. Okay, that's funny you said that, Judy. I've got another story about that in a minute. But anyway, so it's a normal die cutting sandwich, but you put the dryer sheet under the cardstock. It doesn't always catch all of the pokey bits. That's what I call them. It doesn't always catch all of them, but it catches most of them, if not all of them. And the main thing that I really like it for is I don't have to use my little desktop vacuum to clean it all up off of here and all over the floor and all that, because it sticks to that dryer sheet. Or I did have a few, and actually there's one left. I did have a few that stuck to the plate a little bit, which is fine. You just scrape them off. But it was maybe like 5 out of a die, which is almost nothing, So these dies are really awesome for that. So the funny thing about my plate is that I also posted a few weeks ago a tip on plates, or asking when you replace plates. I was ready to replace that one, this one here. And so many people were like, that's just getting started. And I was like, really? So now I'm kind of self-conscious about it. And I'm like, all right, I'll use it. I mean, it's starting to crack right here. There's a crack. And like almost directly on the opposite side, there's a crack. So I'm pretty sure it's going to go pretty soon. But now I'm like self-conscious about it. And I'm just going to keep it till it breaks. I did wash it though. So that was something new. Thanks for the great tip. Yeah, I know. Removing those little die cut pieces is kind of a pain. Okay, so bear with me here. I'm going to, search for some things here. I've got this bin. Nope, not that one. I've got, that smells like lavender. I wonder why. I keep these bins for my classes. I know you can't see me right now. I keep these bins for my classes I have coming up. And so then everything is just contained together. And I was looking for these. So these, don't the dies hurt the rubber stamp? Nope, not at all. I've never had a problem with that. They are like, I can do this and it's like shakes. So see, it's so thin. I don't know. There's not like a good way to show it, but no, it doesn't hurt them at all. You would use it. Oh, you've baked yours in the past. What? On purpose? Anyway, so everyday details. I love this bundle. You guys, we're going to be on forever tonight. I got to get cruising. Anyway, I love this bundle. We are using it for club this month, which is what I wanted to mention. So these are our club cards. I totally forgot to say, if you're a part of club and you don't want to see, close your eyes. I'm so sorry. I forgot to say that. You probably saw the first card, but close your eyes. And I'll tell you when to open them. But these are the cards we're going to make together in club this month using this bundle. And so if you're interested in club, I do have a YouTube video talking all about what is included and how much it costs and how to sign up and all that stuff. But basically all you need to know, or like the highlight reel, is that club is open through February 20th to sign up. I do have spring squirrels. I love this bundle too. I know. Anyway, it's like I need to put a post-it over the comments, but I don't want to miss questions. And I like when you guys comment, so keep it up. I'm not going to ignore you. We're just chatty around here. And if you're new here, welcome. We're chatty. So yeah, that's good. If you have questions on club, let me know, but it is open to everyone in the US. It is $40 a month. You can do it as a subscription. So you just, get charged every month, or you can try it one time. That is $45. And you do have to contact me because I have to set that up for you. So you can go to club.stampwithmelissa.com for all of that information. It's super duper stinking awesome. And I have to show you, last month, for everyone who was subscribed in December and January, I did these cute little scissor charm gifts. How darling are those? So these are my ribbon scissors. And I put that on there, and it was so sweet because I bought them from somebody on Etsy. And here it is. I ordered one for myself, but so I think this is the one that I ordered for myself because it was in with all the other ones. But when I opened the box, she made another one for me. How sweet is that? So I actually have two. I need to put this one on my other scissors. Alicia, who's watching, sent me a really pretty one for my scissors, and it's on display. I can't put them on my scissors because I feel like it's going to get ruined. So I have it on display. But anyway, all right. What do you say we get started? with, I want to show you this card, which I shared on my blog yesterday using this cute set. And so this uses that egg and nest, which we're not going to use today. Yeah, Lori, she has red scissors and she got a red tassel. So I didn't pick tassel colors for anybody. So that was just like meant to be. It was awesome. Anyway, so this is the card I shared yesterday on my blog. Super duper cute with some boho blue, some lemon lolly. I love lemon lolly. And that's just a fun card. So here are the cards we're going to make together tonight. Oh, I didn't even get my embellishments out. I better do that, huh? So we're going to make these 3 cards together tonight. And if you are interested in getting the card kits for tonight, let me change my little banner here. At the bottom of our screen, we've got a new host code because we're in a new month. But you can place an order in my online store through this Friday, February 9th. A $40 order before tax and shipping will get you the supplies to make 2 of each. So make and take packets for 2 of each of these cards. You get to make all 6. And if your order goes over $50 before tax and shipping, you're also going to get a pack of the champagne iridescent dots from me. Now, these are not adhesive backed, but you can see they look like tiny little rocks. But they are like flat on one side. So they work great for embellishments, but they'd also be really cute for shaker cards. Or honestly, when I first opened these, I was like, these would be really awesome for like to put in a vase. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. So what is the DSP you are using? So this little strip here, this is Poetic Expressions. This is Poetic Expressions. And then this one is Nature's Sweetness. So yeah, so we're going to walk through how to make all of these cards tonight. I did do the die cutting ahead of time. But let's go ahead and get started with this adorable very first card here. Oh, I do need to mention, use this host code here. So the KYXPNYWE for your orders to make sure it's tied to the class, and then you'll get the class. Okay. But you don't have to remember that code. It's in the description of the video. Alrighty. So no basketball tonight because it's conference week. So the school they play basketball at has conferences tonight, and the school they go to has conferences during the day on Friday. So they get the day off on Friday. And I'm pretty jealous. They've had like a bunch of days off so far in 2024. I didn't get this many days off, and I haven't even graduated, you know, like I was still in school 10 years ago. So I don't know. Anyway. Yes, Kathleen says she's excited to have some free time this weekend to play in her craft room. This bundle, seriously, like it's kind of interesting because it seems a little bit more traditional, I think, but wow, is it fun and easy to play with. It is so nice to play with. So I highly recommend checking it out. All right, let's take a look at this very first card. We have got a Lost Lagoon card base. We have got a pool party layer. These are all the pieces you'll get in your make and take if you purchase that this week. You'll get a piece of basic white to die cut out your circle, and also a label. These are both from that die set part of this bundle, okay? You're also going to get 2 strips of Poetic Expressions DSP, and you're going to get some lemon lolly twine to make a cute little bow. So let's go ahead. We're going to start with stamping because it's the best place to start. Let's grab our circle here. By the way, I'll try to remember to do this with all of them, but this circle is this one here, and it's the inner, okay? I will try to remember, and then the label for our sentiment is this smallest rectangle here. I think I maybe put it in the PDF. And by the way, you do get a PDF when you order this, or if you're on my team, you do get that PDF with this as well. So, okay, so let's stamp our teacup in Tuxedo Black Memento ink right onto our circle. So stinking cute. Okay. Aww. I know you guys like when I have sound effects, so yeah. Okay, so then I've got a couple more stamps here. We're gonna throw our ink pad, then we're gonna pick it up and nicely open it. At least it wasn't opened when we threw it. This sentiment here says, "Overjoyed for you in this new journey," and I thought that was so sweet because you could send that card for new job, new house, moving, I don't know, promotion, so many different reasons. And I love that. I love when a sentiment can be interpreted in a lot of different ways. So, okay. So, oh, you do love my sound effects. Yay. I know these set of dies I love so much. I bought two. I bought it with the bundle, and then I bought another set of just the dies because I love them. I have got this little dotty image here. We're just going to make a retiring. What's retiring? I don't know. Now I'm trying to think, what did I say? Anyway, we're just going to make a little fun pattern on our pool party cardstock piece here. Now you could use pool party ink as well, which I believe I did in the card that goes up on my blog for this. But when I wrote my tutorial, I wrote Lost Lagoon, and so that's what we're doing. You could also do Lost Lagoon stamped off, and that would look really nice. But you can see I'm just kind of, you know, going sporadically and twisting the stamp around so they're not all facing the same direction, because we do have 3 in a group here, so we don't want them to look super linear across the whole thing. Unless you do, then go for it. And I think that's good. So we've got that all colored. DIY DSP. Yes, it is. Oh, a retirement card. Yeah, thanks, Judy. Absolutely a retirement card. Yeah. When you said retiring, I was like, what did I say? Too funny. Anyway, okay, so we've got our Poetic Expressions DSP here. I am just going to use my snips, and I'm just going to angle cut the edges here. Now you can do them super steep like that. You can do them kind of skinny like that. I want mine to look a little bit of a mix of the two, so I'm not like measuring these or doing anything specific. I do know that I don't want like a super angled cut on like the same side, if that makes sense. So, I mean, to each their own. You do it however you want it to look, okay? All right, let me grab my seal, and we are going to just add some seal to the back of our DSP strips, and then we're going to go ahead and lay these down. Now, whichever one is longer, one of them will be slightly longer. I'm going to lay that one down first, and then I'll do the other one kind of on top of it, and I am making them crooked, a little mismatched there, okay? All right, we've got a brand new sheet of dimensionals, and we are going to pop some on the back of our pool party layer here. It's always fun. I don't know what's more satisfying, starting a new sheet of dimensionals or finishing a sheet of dimensionals. Actually, it's probably finishing. Let's be honest. It's just satisfying to like throw the backing away. You know what I mean? Like, all right, we're done with you. Moving on. And actually, I had to open up a whole new pack of dimensionals, and I discovered I have a little bit of space in my drawer, so I got to buy more. I'm not a hoarder, I promise, but I do love my dimensionals. So, okay, let's go ahead. We're going to color our teacup. So I've got my pool party blends here. I'm going to start with my dark pool party blend, and I am going to just use that bullet tip end there, the fine tip, just to add a little bit of shading into our coffee cup here, or a teacup, whatever you prefer. I would prefer coffee. I think tea tastes absolutely disgusting. Sorry. Sorry if you disagree with me. And don't forget, up here by the flower, we've got a little bit of that teacup that's poking through that you don't want to miss when you're coloring. And then I'm just going to use the light here to color in the rest of the teacup. Actually, it's funny for those of you who did the Be Mine mystery craft box. An Earl Grey tea packet was part of your mystery gifts, and that is funny. So Heidi found the honey sticks, and she was like, we could do this with some tea and just get whatever tea you want, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, no, you need to tell me what I have to buy because I have no idea. I was like, I'm going to send them something absolutely gross that nobody's going to want to drink. You need to tell me what I need to buy. So she did. Oh, Laura says soda's coffee. Yes, Allie said what? Yeah, I just don't like tea. Laura says coffee doesn't taste very good either. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, if you like tea, that is absolutely fine. But if you guys have seen Ted Lasso, I'm using Lemon Lolly now, by the way. If you've seen Ted Lasso, there's like the scene where he calls it, what does he say? It's like dirty mud water or something. And that's like 100%. Maybe I'd have to try like a chai latte. I feel like I've had one before. In high school, one of my best friends was a barista at Starbucks. So I feel like I've had one before, like tasted it. I don't know. He used to try to get me to like black coffee all the time. disgusting. I can only drink white chocolate mochas or like a white vanilla, like white chocolate and vanilla. That's all I can do. I can't do black coffee. And I only drink coffee once a week because you can't really make white mochas at home, and I don't want to spend $7 at Starbucks every day. So I only buy one a week. You guys like iced tea. Laura doesn't drink anything hot. I like hot chocolate. But I think that's probably the only thing I drink hot, except maybe an apple cider in the fall if I'm feeling up for it. I like apples, but I don't really love apple juice. It kind of gives me a little bit of a stomachache if I have too much. So it really depends. I have to be in the mood for it. Starbucks is expensive. Yeah. But I get gift cards, you know, for like Christmas and my birthday. And so I usually stock up. And around this time of year, Starbucks has pistachio. And that is my favorite thing to add in. A scoop of ice cream and hot chocolate. I think I'm missing some comments, so I apologize, but no apple cider. I know to send you white chocolate cocoa. Yeah, I love white chocolate. White chocolate, anything. Reese's, thumbs up. Totally. I forgot I had dimensionals on my fingers. Okay. Anyway, coffee in the morning, hot tea in the afternoon, iced coffee and iced tea all summer. I will drink iced coffee all winter too. I don't know. I have a heated blanket. So I'll just throw that over me. 3 cups of coffee every day. Wow. Oh, your husband hates all hot drinks. That, you know, I think I don't know if I've ever seen my dad drink anything hot. I don't know. Cappuccino girl. Oh, you guys are funny. I have to read. Hot tea on a cold day is wonderful, but today in Kansas it's 55. I know, it's getting warm. Yeah, yeah, there are a lot of Kansas people on. You like the smell of coffee. I agree. I do like the smell of it. Yep. I'm probably similar to you, Margaret. Okay, so let me go back to our card. We colored the teacup in Pool Party. The flower is in Lemon Lolly, and then the leaves I did in Old Olive. I've got dimensionals on the back here, and we're gonna go ahead and stick this down onto our card. So you can see on my sample card here, I actually put these DSP strips up pretty high, so they ended up getting kind of covered. You can kind of decide where you want them. But I tried to go a little bit lower here. It doesn't actually look like I did it all. No, I pretty much didn't. So I don't know, to each their own. We've got our sentiment here, and I'm going to add some dimensionals to that. You prefer hot chocolate? Me too, all day. Except iced white mochas with pistachio from Starbucks. And actually, it's kind of funny. I like whipped cream as well. I'm going to put this a little bit lower, I think. I don't know. Let's see. We're going to play with it. Maybe like right there. Yeah, that's where it's going to go. I like, what was I saying? Oh, I like to have whipped cream added to it. And I actually use the whipped cream as my creamer. I mix it in. Probably not healthy, but I don't care. I only have it once a week. I can treat myself, right? You can drink tea without adding anything. Oh my gosh. Not true for coffee. Yeah. I know that tea comes in a lot of types and flavors. So maybe there's you do need a chat night with me. I know. We should. Anyway. Okay. So I've got this lemon lolly twine here. I've got 2 pieces of it, and I have them together. I'm going to make a double bow. Okay. So I've just got them lined up. Now, I didn't really cut these the same length. So if you like them to be the same length, you can go ahead and cut them the same length. Otherwise, like, it doesn't bother me. So I'll probably just leave it how it is. Where are my glue dots? Here they are. Found them. I was like, where'd they go? All right, I'm going to use my glue dots then and just pop this right onto one of those glue dots. And noticing now that my bows are not the same size. Sorry, I yelled that, but it's because I was like, what? Those look different. Yeah, they are. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and stick that down. Then we're going to try to we're going to pull that through just to make it similar size, and it is a little bit, this one is a little bit longer, so we will just trim that off. I don't really mind them being different sizes, but that just looks like kind of silly. It's like way long where the other side is not at all. So, okay, we've got that. Let's finish off here with our embellishment. So we're going to add one to the center of our flower. So I'm going to open this up. It is not adhesive backed. So we're going to use our liquid glue, or you could use a glue dot. And I'm just going to put a little dot of it right on the center of my flower there. And then we'll just pick up one, and I used a big one on this card, and I thought, oh, I would rather use a smaller one, I think. So I'm just going to pick one up and drop it right on top of the flower. So cute. Close that before they all spill. And that is our first card. How cute is that? So this will just dry on there. It's not dry yet, obviously, but it will dry on there probably by the time we, get grooving on our second card, which is this lovely Blackberry Bliss and Moody Mauve card. Isn't that fun? I think tea is bitter. And yeah, I don't know. I have weird taste buds though. If you guys don't know this, I'm a very picky eater, and I have very particular taste buds. Actually, Lori Hall sent me a beautiful Valentine's Day gift, and I meant to show it today. But I ate all of the candy. So you did really good, Lori, because all of that candy is gone. Lemon Lolly makes me happy too. Lemon Lolly and Bubble Bath and Azure Afternoon. Those are like the happiest colors in the world, I think. I don't know, just saying. All right, so let's take a look at this card kit. So this has got a Blackberry Bliss card base. We've got a Moody Mauve die cut piece here. So this is die cut using the Perennial postage dies. So this is from the Perennial Lavender Suite. So that stamp camp I'm running, this is one of those die sets out of there. So this piece will be die cut for you because it's not in this die set here. And then you'll have a piece of the Poetic Expressions DSP, and you'll have a piece of basic white to die cut out your rectangle. And this rectangle is using the largest die, and then again, it's that inside piece there, okay? And then you'll have a strip of Blackberry Bliss, a strip of basic white for your sentiment, and a strip of crumb cake. I don't know if they make white chocolate kisses. They make cookies and cream ones, which is good. Oh, Parakeet Party is a fun color too. Yeah. Yeah, that one is fun. I probably should use Parakeet Party more. I guess I gravitate towards Lemon Lime Twist now that we have it back, Okay, so let's go ahead. We're going to stamp. So I've got my vase here, and we'll ink that up in Tuxedo Black Memento ink. Make sure it's all inked up. Looks good. And we'll stamp that down onto the rectangle. Okay, now if you would prefer to stamp first and then die cut, absolutely go for it. No worries, Kathleen. They don't want to watch me. No, I'm just kidding. They don't want to chat with us. No worries. Thanks for joining, though. All right, then we've got our sentiment that says, you make every day a little brighter. And we are going to stamp this on our strip. I'm going to get my head over here as much as I can just to make sure. Good. We're good. We made it. All right, we can close up our Tuxedo Black Memento ink and set that to the side. And then I'm just going to, I have my snips here, so I'm just going to go ahead and angle cut on that left-hand side there. And you could also trim down the right-hand side depending on how far in you stamped, but that's totally up to you. Okay. Lemon Lime Twist is a great color. I agree. Okay, let's color in our vase. So I'm going to start with Blackberry Bliss Blends, and we're going to start with the actual vase itself. I'm going to do, there's these little X's on the vase, so I'm just going to do those as well. But, I just start with my dark and I kind of scribble like the left-hand side. I always imagine my light source is coming this way. Not always, most of the time. So we've got that with Blackberry Bliss. Then we'll go in with our light and we'll color in the rest of it here. Now up in the opening of the vase, there are little stems here. I was like, you know what, whatever, those can just be Blackberry Bliss. So I just went ahead and colored over them. If you do want to color them with a green, you can absolutely go for that. But just so you know, I know they're there. They're just so little that I was like, they're going to be purple. And then there's these tiny itty bitty little flowers, and those I'm going to color with Blackberry Bliss as well. There's two little groupings of them here. And Jolene says she likes Blackberry Bliss. I do too. And you know what? It's usually a fall color for me. And so I'm glad to break it out for winter, spring. It's spring, let's be honest. All right, I've got Bubble Bath here. We've got these other flowers up here. They kind of look like the same flower as this large one, but the large one we're going to do in Boho Blue. So the little ones we're doing in Bubble Bath. We're using all my favorite colors tonight, except a couple of them. because I realized as I started to say that that wasn't true, because I love Lemon Lolly, which we used. I love Bubble Bath, which we're using. I love Azure Afternoon, which we're not using, but I also really love Night of Navy, and we're not using Night of Navy either, so it's okay though. All right, we have got boho blue then, and we'll just do the kind of the same thing here with the dark boho blue. So I just went in those little lines in the center of the flower, and then we'll just color in the rest with our light boho blue. And beautiful. Now, the thing that I've noticed with my boho blue, at least, is that it goes on a lot darker, and then when it dries, it gets a lot lighter. So keep that in mind. I don't notice it much with many of the other colors, but that one I do. So, okay, then we've got our old olive, which we're going to use for all of our little leaves, our leafies. And I'm just going in with the dark old olive, kind of doing those veins. Okay. And then we'll go in with the light and color in the rest. And there we go. So this is a fun set too, because if you don't like to color, you could stamp this on a colored cardstock. Or in the last card, I'm going to show you kind of a fun way where you can kind of just pick like an element to color, and the rest you can pretty much just leave on its own, and it would still be very beautiful. So, but if you like to color, you can go to town, and I love to color. Your favorite new colors are Lemon Lolly, Bubble Bath, and Boho Blue. Yeah, those are great. You love anything, Joan? I know. They're all so awesome. Oh, cute. So the color reminds you of your high school sports shirt. That's awesome. I love it. All right, I added some seal to the back of our DSP. Then we'll layer this onto our postage stamp, our Moody Mauve die cut piece. Then we'll add some seal to the back of that and layer this onto our card front. Beautiful. We can go ahead and fold and burnish our card base. Just like that. Okay, then what we're going to do, we're going to take our crumb cake and we're going to cut a little banner end. Okay, add some seal. And then I'm going to stick this down onto my card. Now, I'm not having it go all the way over to the edge of our card base. I'm just kind of having it, come off maybe 1/8 of an inch or so, just like that. Okay, so we've got that added. Then we're going to take our rectangle with our beautifully colored vase and add some dimensionals to the back of that. And we'll put one in the center. Whoops, unless it sticks on your finger. Peel off all those backings, and then I am going to put this on my card, kind of over to the right a little bit. Okay, just like that. All right, so now what I need to do is just kind of, loosely measure this. We're just gonna pretend it needs to be cut like right here-ish. Pretend that was measured. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some seal to the back of our Blackberry Bliss strip. Whoops. Drop it and then pick it up. Okay. Then I'm going to lay it down, and I'm going to have it kind of go almost like where I had that crumb cake go. Okay. But it's not quite touching the crumb cake. I'll pick this up in a second and show you. So there's a little bit of a gap in between, and this could be, personal preference. So you can move it up or down, whatever you want. Then we'll take our sentiment, which we already cut that banner edge in, add some dimensionals. So when I add these, I'm going to kind of like, normally what I would do is I'd add them on the sides and the center. So instead I'm going to split in between. Okay. Because then I'll make sure it stays up on our rectangle, which is already up on dimensionals. So then we can add this. And it kind of looks, actually, you know what? I want to move this strip up. Do you think it's too late? Nope. Okay, so I take it back from what I said before. Still personal preference, so whatever you prefer. But I did just move it up because when I went to put this down, I decided I just wanted it to be a little bit higher. And then I just am going to go ahead and stick this piece down. So we've kind of got those layers there. Super fun. So let me show you this. Super beautiful. And I noticed I got a little ink boo-boo right there. That's okay. It's handmade. It's bound to happen, right? All right. Then we've got our embellishments again. And we can go ahead and just add a little bit of glue wherever you want those embellishments to go. So that boo-boo I think I'm just going to leave it, but if you wanted to cover it with an embellishment, go for it. And then I'm just going to grab one of the larger gems, and then I'm going to grab one of the smaller ones and put them on those little glue dots that I just dotted on there. I don't know. Embellish your boo-boo. Yeah, I'm not going to this time, but you could definitely do that. And that is our very second card. I don't know why I said very second. That sounds like Junie B. Jones. I don't know. That is our second card with those cute little embellishments down there too. Isn't that one fun? You make every day a little brighter. So this I would totally pass off as a birthday card. Yeah, birthday card, thank you card, you name it. You could use it for a lot of different reasons. A lot of different occasions, I should say. All right, let's do our final card together. Now, this card that I am showing you, hold on, wait for it. Where'd it go? Here it is. This is the one I made. This card is actually one that I received in a swap. Okay, so this was made by Aurora Tucker, and I loved it so much. You can see I pretty much just copied the thing because it was awesome. And so for this card, the reason I know this is hers is because she went the extra mile and she actually cut out this flower, and it's not up on dimensionals. I don't know if you can really tell in the camera. It's not on dimensionals. There you go. You can see it. It's kind of raised, like she kind of rolled the edges a little bit. So that was really cool. But I was like, no, I'm not fussy cutting. So I just left it all flat, and I like how it turned out. But I did want to mention Aurora because she is the inspiration for this card. So we're going to go ahead and let's make this card together. So we have got a pecan pie card base. We've got a very vanilla layer. We've got a pecan pie. That's what I say. Pecan pie. I don't know. Now I'm live and I'm like, how do I say it? I think I say pecan pie. Pecan pie. Yeah, that's how I say it. We've got a pecan pie layer. We've got a layer of the Natural Sweetness DSP. You will have a piece of Pebbled Path to die cut out your little stripy piece here. You will have a piece of Very Vanilla to die cut out your circle, which this one again is the inner of this like double circle. Okay, these are fun colors, and I never would have paired Pebbled Path and Pecan Pie together. Yeah, Debbie just said the same thing. I never would have paired them together, but they look so good. And then you're going to have a Very Vanilla rectangle for your sentiment. So let's go ahead. We'll start with this one. We've got our Tuxedo Black Memento ink. We're going to bring in that teacup again. Again, we didn't use the eggs in the nest for these cards, so you could swap that out. You could even make this circle bigger on this card or the first one if you wanted to use those, okay? All right, so we've got that stamped. Then we'll grab our Very Vanilla piece here, and I've got my sentiment and my pecan pie ink that says, wishing you so much joy on this special day. And this one, I thought wedding. That was my first thought when I saw this sentiment. This would be great for a wedding card. So yeah, it's just fun. Excuse me, I had a tickle in my throat. Okay, so let's go ahead and color. So for this one, this is what I was talking about. You can really just pick an element and go for it. So I've got my pecan pie blends to start. Now, Aurora had just done some highlighting on the teacup with the pecan pie. So that's all I'm going to do too. Just a little bit of highlighting on these lines that are already here. Okay. Just like that. And then we're going to go ahead and do the flower. So I've got my dark pecan pie here. Then we'll do the light pecan pie to color in the rest of the flower. And it looks so pretty with those champagne dots too, doesn't it? Pecan pie really goes well with that. Okay, so we'll color that in. And then we'll use Old Olive to do the leaves. So super easy coloring on this one. Easy to mass produce this one too, because you don't have to sit and color for hours and hours and hours. And it's just really a beautiful card. And that Old Olive is like your little pop of color. Just super fun. I love it. Okay, so we've got that all colored. So let's go ahead. We'll start assembling. So we're going to start with our Pebbled Path strip that I already die cut. And we're going to grab our Very Vanilla layer. Now I'm going to grab my silicone mat. I used liquid glue on this one, and it's peeling up a little bit at the edge, which I think is my own, you know, I didn't put enough adhesive down at the edge. So I am using my seal, and I am literally just putting it in all the crevices. Oh, a baby shower too. Yeah, that is true. And then we'll just do the same thing on the other side here. So I'm using my silicone craft mat because it does not pick up any adhesive. So if I run my seal over it, it's going to be just fine instead of gluing to like my glass mat. Okay. So you can notice that adhesive stops right there. We'll go ahead, grab that vanilla piece, and I'm just going to lay this right in the center and flatten that out. So beautiful. You might have a little bit to trim off on the side there. Not to worry. Just take your snips and trim that away. And we will go ahead and continue now with our card. Super fun. Okay, so we've got some seal on the back of that. We can get this onto our card front. Okay, beautiful. And then we'll go ahead and close and burnish this. Okay, and then we will grab our DSP. Now you could use the other side of your DSP too if you want to. It's just really fun paper, I think. And we'll layer this onto our pecan pie. Now this is actually a 1/4 inch difference between these pieces. I normally do 1/8 of an inch. So I wanted to call that out because if you're used to my classes, you might go to line it up as an 1/8 of an inch. It's a 1/4 inch. So a wider margin on that, okay? All right, let's add some dimensionals here on the back. One in the center, and we can peel off these backings. Luckily, our DSP isn't directional either, so you can go ahead and just place it wherever. And just plop that down, make sure I'm opening the right way. Nice. Yeah, isn't this one fun? I love it too, so I agree. All right, so let's add some seal to the back of our sentiment, and I just left the left-hand side empty here. Because when we place that circle down, I wanted it to like connect through, right? So you can see that it goes all the way through. But I didn't want to like, you know, chop it too early. I don't know. So I just left quite a margin there, and we'll just stick this down onto our little popped up DSP piece. Grab your circle, and then we'll add some dimensionals to the back. Peel off those backings. And then we'll place this onto our card. And again, so if I stopped it here, you can see where that cardstock ends, right? So I'm just pulling it in, going all the way to that S. The S is the one that's closest to the left. Make sure we're straight. Hold on. And just set that down. And it's so cute. Then we have, you know, the DSP we can still see on both sides. So super duper fun one. And then we'll just grab our glue. And we're going to add a little dot in the center of our flower and one kind of down here. So cute. So fun. Grab our embellishments here. And we'll use another little one for our flower. Just plop that on there. Okay, and then we'll use a larger one over here by our sentiment. Just like that. How cute is that? And so simple. That last card was so easy. So there we go. There's the final card. I know, aren't they all so fun? I think that they are really fun too. So let me pull in all of the cards we made together. As a reminder, if you would like the make and takes for all 6 of these cards to each of the 3 different designs, you can place an order in my online store through this Friday, February 9th, end of day. So like 11:59 p.m. CST Central Time. And $40 order before tax and shipping will get you the supplies to make all of these cards. So all 6 of them. A $50 order before tax and shipping will also get you a pack of the champagne iridescent dots from me, and you'll get to pick a celebration item from Stampin' Up. So don't forget also to sign up for club if that's what you're interested in, or if you're interested in signing up, I should say, because we're using this really awesome bundle too. So I know several of you on here are club members, and you like to get the class to go. You like to order the bundle, get the class to go, and then you're just ready. You get to make 14 projects between club and class. So I know you're excited about that. And also don't forget about the Stamp Camp. If you are looking to register for that, that closes on Sunday. So don't wait, okay? All right. Oh, and don't forget to use the host code. You do have to use the host code when you order to get the class. That's how I know you want the class. If your order does go over $150, you can take the code out and get Stampin' Rewards or free product for yourself, and I will still send you the class, okay? All right. I think that's all. Thanks everyone so much for joining. I love chatting with you. So thanks for chatting with me, and I will catch you next week. Bye for now.